Who is the GOAT? Is it A, Michael Jackson, or is it B, Prince? They both were great in their own right, but who is the GOAT? Let's talk about it. My world. Yes. My world. My world. Yes. My world. Hey, it's my world. Yes. It's my world. It's my dream. It's my world. Yeah. It's my world. It's time to do my thing. Let's start at the beginning. Both of these artists were born to do this, but their paths couldn't have been more different. As a matter of fact, Michael Jackson grew up in Gary, Indiana. At 10 years old, he was already a star and lead singer of the Jackson Five, dazzling the world under the Motown machine. On the other hand, Prince Roger Nelson, Minneapolis born, was a different kind of genius. At 19, he released his debut album, playing all 27 of the instruments, which he produced all by himself. Two beginnings, one with the backing of the industry, the other a self-made prodigy. Michael had the clearest tone and stage presence as a child, but Prince was already controlling every creative element of his debut. MJ was the voice, Prince was the architect. Let's take a poll. Who had the better debut? Was it young Michael with those flawless vocals and Motown hits? Or was it Prince, the musical wizard who created his own rules? Here's a little side note about Michael Jackson and Prince. The very first day I met Michael Jackson, I was dancing on Soul Train. I was on the riser with my dance partner, and during one of the breaks, Michael came over to where we were, and because he saw us wearing white gloves. One white glove we were wearing on the riser, and he came over to us and asked me, why are you wearing the white glove? And we basically told him why we were wearing the white glove. It was our thing, something we like to do, and it was fun showing off our dance skills with one white glove. And of course, 2 weeks later, Michael started wearing one white glove. I'm not saying he stole it from us. Yes, I am. All right. And how I met Prince. I met Prince at a disco club. I was at a disco club with my best girlfriend in life, and we were dancing on the dance floor, and then all of a sudden the owner of the club comes over to she and I and asked us to come to the back guest room in the club. And so we leave the dance floor and we follow him, and he on the way there he tells us there's a special guest that would like to meet you guys. And so we were okay, we follow him. We're a little intoxicated. We had been smoking marijuana, and we followed him. And when we get to the back of the club, we walk behind and into the private room. And when we get back there, we see this little short guy with an entourage of men with him. And immediately, when we squinted our eyes to see who it was, we noticed it was Prince. He brings us over to Prince, and he said, "Prince, this is Abe. Abe, this is Prince." He said, "Prince, this is Abe and Lori. Abe and Lori, this is Prince." I looked at Lori and then looked back at the owner of the club and said, "So this is who you brought us to meet?" And he said, "Yes." And we basically just waved our hands like, "Please." And we left. We left Prince standing there. In our defense, you have to understand, back in the day, people were either a Prince fan or a Michael Jackson fan. And we were definitely a Michael Jackson fan. End of story. Now, when we hit the 80s, Prince entered the scene. Then Michael was already the biggest star on the planet. He had just released Off the Wall with rave reviews. However, Prince's debut got everyone's attention, but it debuted with mixed reviews. But he did play all the instruments. When both of these artists hit their peak at the same time, the world could not look away. Let's talk about what made this era so explosive. One, Michael Jackson's Thriller album. It wasn't just a hit, it was a global phenomenon. 7+ million copies sold. Iconic videos. The Moon Walk. The Glove. The Pepsi Deal. One of the first of its kind. Meanwhile, Prince drops Purple Rain, an album, a film, a movement. He pushed boundaries in music, fashion, and his sexual identity. For a short period of time, he even grabbed the attention away from Michael. However, Michael was flawless, like watching a human music box. Every move was perfect. Prince, he made you feel like the rules never existed. He gave you permission to be yourself. So, who owned the 80s? Is it A, Michael Jackson, or B, Prince? Comment below. Let me know what you think. Well, we're having so much fun with this episode, but we have to take a quick break to hear from our sponsor. We'll be right back. This episode is sponsored by Box Chicken in Los Angeles. Box Chicken is a great fast casual restaurant here in Los Angeles, and they are sponsoring this episode. So if you like what you have been hearing today, please like and subscribe to the channel. We thank you so much for tuning in, and hopefully I will continue to bring you personal stories like these from here on out. That's my goal. All right, so please like and subscribe. Help me get to 50 subscribers. Thank you. Both artists left us too soon, but what they left behind is eternal. Michael Jackson changed the way music videos were made. He opened the door for blacks on MTV. He also united the continents with a single beat. Prince, he battled the industry. He wrote slave on his face, fought for his name, left behind a vault of music that the world still hasn't heard. Michael was the dreamer. He wanted to heal the world. Prince, on the other hand, wanted the world to wake up. He was both a rebel and a romantic. Here's the final question. Who left the greater mark on music, culture, and freedom? Was it the polished perfectionist or the fearless innovator? Who is the GOAT? Is it A, Michael, or B, Prince? Again, I am Abe Clark, and this has been the ultimate face-off. Thank you so much for coming into my space. And I really would like to know, is it A, Michael Jackson, or is it B, Prince? Which one is the GOAT? If you like what you've been hearing, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much again, and I'll talk to you next time. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel.